The one thing we need is that we don't know the path it's mounted to, right? Like, you need to tell us where you're essentially, mounting it. All right, tune. I need. Wait, what? I don't need anything? All right, I need, this is an ML file. It needs to be MLX for this to work. Hey Librarian, this is Kitty. The terminal emulator is Kitty, and I'm running Tmux inside, and I primarily use Tmux, but I also have Kitty tabs because I'm running on different computers, right? This is one computer, that's another computer, and in every computer I have just, Tmux tabs. Okay, so what's the problem here? I think maybe we fix first this one, like default MLX, right? Inside. Okay, so that compiled. Perfect. You can be sure. Oh, that worked. Let's see. Mount Ebros up. Okay. Octal sequences are not allowed. Fuck. Okay, I borked something here. Right. Yeah. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So instead of that, we'll just do random int, right? And we'll do int string. That should work better, I think. What don't you like? Oh, right. Oh, so this is what I mean, right? Do and build. Ninjatron saying, how do threads work in OCaml? Depends, right? Because OCaml has this thing called domains, right? Library domain. And a domain is roughly a thread. It's unstable still. It's something that's new in OCaml 5, right? But it allows you to do parallel programming. So you can think of a domain as an operating system thread, and you can spin many of them, right, with the spawn function, right? So when you do a spawn, you pass a function that takes a unit, so nothing, and returns some value, and then it gives you a t of that value, right? So a domain that would resolve in that value. So that's how you do threads, very, very high level. However, programming with these threads is just as cumbersome and complicated, really, and error prone as regular threads in any other programming language, right? Woo! Okay, that's excellent. That means nobody has to do that anymore. We'll do that for them. Well, yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do this nicely. But my guess is that if we mount multiple components like that, right, then this should work, and we should stack them, and this should work differently. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Dude, look at this. Are you seeing this? Are you fucking seeing this? This is excellent. We got separate state for each one of these mounted components, right? They're completely independent. This is gorgeous. I fucking love it. Whew. Oh my God. We did good, chat. We did very good today. Let's fucking go. Look at that. Yeah, like Dylan said, OCaml 5 introduces fibers, which are, resumable functions. And that is the core of Riot. We built the entire thing on top of that. So we give you a function that is resumable, stoppable, right? And we also add a mailbox to that. We slap a nice mailbox there on it, right? In the box, give it to you. So you get messages coming in and out and all of the nice things. And you can build things like you build in Erlang and Elixir and so on. And just right now, right, we have something that we could use to build the same fucking things they're building with Phoenix Framework. They said like, oh, we're going to do a chat in like 15 seconds. Okay, perfect. We could do it too, right? And we probably should have a look at how they're mounting things to see if there's anything we can learn from there, right? But look at that example. I'm going to zoom in there. You got a render function, right? We need to be a little more strict than just, grab any file and just have a bunch of assigns that you can put there. But there's no reason we couldn't do something like this, right? With a macro that essentially at compile time brings all of that into the file, right? And then we try to compile the whole thing together and so on. Mount, we do have that. We essentially have our init function, which is a mounting function. And handle info, they call it, which is kind of wonky. We call it handle action, and we actually get typed actions for this. So this is not really showing you where all the data comes from, which is Twitter subscribe, right? It's like, if I had that pre-made already, it's like, duh, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? I could get that. But we don't have that. And they're not also not showing you the HTML that does that, right? But hopefully you can see how in our init function we could absolutely get that in place, right? And the only thing we need to add here is maybe a handle message. So I think I would like that, so that you can get random messages and not just specific actions, right? I might even go as far as get rid of the action and just have handle message here. Because if you have handle messages, then you can build actions, right? Have you picked a name for this OCaml LiveView? I have not. I have not. But I'm open to names. So, okay, chat. Are you still up and running? Are you still like aware that we're streaming? Then come to chat and say something. Like, what would you call the LiveView for OCaml? I may ignore all the names, but I think it will be at least good inspiration and good fun. So, go for it. It is. This is hard. Camel Rider seems too on the nose. You keep saying. Okay, hear me out. Blazor. That sounds cool, right? We could probably call it something like that. Blazor. That's the one, yeah. Let's hope nobody has taken Blazor. Oh God. Oh no. What have we done? We should have bought the domain before we looked it up. Blaze up. It would also be blazing fast, right? Riot Revolution. Can you imagine the Hamburglar if we took a C# library name? I mean, that slap sound. Excellent. Very aggressive of me. Stack. You can use recent with Riot. That's true. I forget about that. Oh, pirate stack. I like that. Okay, chat. Think. We need something. Let's see. Let's see if ChatGPT has anything to help us here. We are about to name a library in OCaml with the Riot runtime. For building live views, like you can do in Elixir with Phoenix. But we need a good, catchy short name. What desert things can you think of that are fast and cool? All right, let's start there. Let's see where it goes. Mirage. It's like the first name is like, nope. Dune Swift? What the fuck is this? Sirocco Stream. Haboob. Oh, I am a 12-year-old. Sandsprint. Cheetah. What in the hell is this? My God. No. What the fuck's happening? Haboobs are no joke. Haboobs are no joke. I lived in Phoenix for 1.5 years, and they're wild. I don't know if you're you're trolling right now because of Phoenix, but maybe you're being serious. Okay, we got a video here. Is that a haboob? A dust storm? Damn. Jesus, that's scary. Look at that. I know, right? Holy shit. Everybody goes to the car wash. Makes sense. Okay, we're not getting anywhere with this just yet. So how about this? We're probably gonna include the default support for the live ride inside a trail. So that trail will be like the very bare bones you need, right? To build stuff, and then we can, you know, on Mesa and whatever, we can do like more complex things with that. But like what we built so far is not that much code, right? It's just a tiny little bit, like Bazaar live, right? 300 lines of OCaml, and like most of that is just boilerplate, right? Oasis is pretty taken already though, in OCaml. It's a build system. Also old and unmaintained, but oh, they took all the good names. I wanted to use Tuareg at some point, but it's taken. Caravan is taken, dude. Like Atacama was gonna be called Caravan. But I decided to just name it, you know, Latin American Desert instead. Damn, this is hard, isn't it? To be fair, if we include them as part of Trail, they don't have to have like a cool name or anything, right? They can just be, you know, live trails. Like the module we're using right now is just called live, right? Trail live. I know it's very anticlimactic for the search of a name, right? Gotta be catchy. I mean, you know, Nomad and Trail, they are unreleased. So we can call them whatever the hell we want, right? I've just been using these names because, you know, I need a name for the library to build. But okay, what synonyms we have like for live? We need something that, let's see, live. I don't know how to type anymore. Okay, I have the right name. Are you ready? Hotwire. How does that sound? That's amazing, right? It has to be it. We can call it Hotwire. And maybe piece off the HH. Yeah, Hotwire is the real one. Bouncy view. Resilient, hot. Well, this is just terrible. Hotwire is a cool name, yeah. Look, 2112. Random appearance of the number that follows me on the internet. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Morning, Pacuzar. How's it going? Oh yeah, definitely. Number 2112 is just, I swear to God, the next chance I get of getting a tattoo, I am getting 2112 in my fingers there. My siblings have said that I'm an idiot, but they also see that number all the time, and so does my dad. And it's probably just self-suggestion at this point. But yeah. We built in this stream, in the last 12 and a half hours, right? We built LiveView for OCaml. So if you spin up the server, of course, otherwise it would not work, right? Then you can load that and you get custom state, and this is all state driven, right? By the backend, there's different connections here, right? And we're just doing all the stuff. We can probably make it better by reusing the same socket and things like that, right? But yeah. All of these are different processes, right? Ooh, Xanadu. I love that. Great song. I'm gonna put Xanadu actually. Change your mood in 3, 2, 1, go. It takes ages to build up. Process inspector. No, so I don't know if you're familiar with Phoenix or Elixir. or Erlang. But we built Riot. On the stream, we built Riot in the last couple of months, which is a library for OCaml that lets you build systems like in Erlang. So you have processes, message passing, that sort of thing. Massive concurrency and multi-threading for free, right? Which is great. And we were building the web stack going upwards from here, right? So we started with Riot, and we started building all of the other pieces you see in this place, right? We're missing a few of them, like OAuth trails or Ecto and stuff like that. If I work for OCaml, no, like OCaml is a programming language. It doesn't pay people to do things. How do you call the LiveView? Oh, that's a great question. So let me show you. This is how we define it right here. So you create a module and you say like, okay, initialize yourself with this state. The state can be whatever, right? You define it here. Handle these actions, and then in your render function, you defined how are you going to render yourself, and you can also define some callbacks, right? For example, this button, when clicked, will send the increment action, right? And stuff like that. And then you can mount that component with a socket here, right? You can say live mount, and then you put that there, like this is the path you want, and you put the module. And now it's up and running. You just need to instantiate it in your application. And so far, we've come up with this way of instantiating it, which is just, you essentially use this JSX style syntax to create the component. And this does all the wiring for you automatically, right? So yeah, that's a little bit of how it works. Words that begin with sand. I'm gonna find something that begins with sand. Sandstorm is excellent. It is an excellent name. Sandworms? We got quicksand as well. Sandstorm. Sandpiper. Sandpipes. I mean, we could go with sand views. I don't know if that means anything though. Yeah, we're trying to name this LiveView for OCaml. Yeah, go ahead. You call your LiveView tower? You have your own LiveView? Tower sounds good. We can use tower. Thank you for gifting us the name. Everybody, this library is called Tower now. For your projects. I'm just messing with you, no worries. Ba-da-da-da-bum-ba-dum. Xanadu. Okay, so from the more semantic path, right? Pun intended. We are in the trail library, right? What would be the thing that would be most likely in a trail? So the trail library is essentially this middleware thingy, right? It allows us to define middlewares like that, or do a router with like gets and socket endpoints, right, and stuff like that. Right, the summit of the epics will be like the top of the mountain. Maybe we can call it an animal that lives around there. Something that's fast. People, OCaml Oasis. We already went through OCaml Oasis. It's very taken. Oh, okay. I guess the GPT wasn't so far off. I think it will be a little rude to do that. Atlas. Giving me names like are massive. Holding the world of OCaml on his back. Atlas. Fun fact. Neil Peart. Turtle. Turtle is great. Most incredible desert animals. Oof. Snail. Y'all gotta understand, we also need to put, like, is it gonna end with view? Right? Like when you use it, we're gonna do like include snail default? That's gonna be weird. Just moving ice. Alta Vista. Alta Vista is good. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I don't know what frame rate this can have. I imagine that not crazy good. A LiveView component could be a zap. You're thinking of like the thunder zap, right? Zap. Okay, so what are things we find on trails? Things you find on trails. Snail and slugs. Need some love. That's it. I need some love. Look how Visa speaks to meet people who overestimated their ability. You're almost there. Ooh, okay. So I think I'm finding something here that I like. The walkie-talkie. Obviously, maybe not walkie-talkie per se, right? Walkie-talkie view. But I like that metaphor, right? Because it's like a two-way communication thing, right? And you can use it to communicate. Do you see where I'm going with this, chat? I'm still at the loss of words here. I don't know if this is probably a super shitty metaphor. You're picking out what I'm putting down? Okay. Phone, good. I guess people just use fucking phones these days. Phony view. No, this one. Let me do a tiny bit of cleaning here. I think we can probably remove Mesa. So the clipboard. Doctor. To hotwire a car is like a thing, right? Wait, hotwire is a bulletin? Really? The dope. Teleport and beam. My phone is just buzzing. It is crazy time consuming, right? Like sometimes you just like know the name and go for it. Yeah, I'm just thinking live trail is like the the easiest thing. I don't have to change anything because we're always still inside the trail library. So it's just like trail.live, right? And that's it. Superposition, entanglement. We do have a component called gluon, right? Which is the async IO layer. So somebody likes trail.live. You know what? Like, I think it's fine for now. If we come up with a better name, Tangle. Tangle view? But that sounds like it's messy. I like quick view. I really like quick view actually. So it would be like you're inside a trail and you do quick view mount, right? Quick live. It's like it's hard. To be honest, LiveView is a really good name. Hotwire is less of a good name. It's harder to understand what a hotwire would be in the application, right? I think we could make the case for something like SandView, right? But most likely we'll have to include either view or live in the name. A mirage. It's the illusion of state. Could be something we think, yeah. I'm gonna ask GPT for more insects or things like that. Dulu sand roaches. Okay, no. Ooh, locust. Camel spider. Nope. Instant no. I don't know, I'm just dropping words into this soup. Ooh, Sidewinder. That is super cool. Sidewinder. It's a rattlesnake. Nice. And that makes sense because you probably will find some of this, right? Whoa! Marataya! We got it! We got to the follow goal! 808! That is excellent. Thank you so much. I think Sidewinder is the one that's winning so far. We could call it Crotalus cerastes, but I think Sidewinder is much better. Let's fucking go! Yeah! Woo! Follower goal. Okay, amazing. I'm good for this. Sidewinder will be then. So Sidewinder. Really? 18... 30 kilometers per... That's crazy. That is insane. Is it Sidewinder or Sidewinder? You realize... Winder. Thank you. I was gonna say like, dude, Winder. Like, okay, that makes sense. American English. That's fine. Okay, so we go with Sidewinder for now. Looks like an excellent name. We need to figure out what the hell we're gonna do with the HTML layer, right? I need something that lets me do this, right? But lets me encode things like put random functions, right, into the DOM somewhere, and then traverse it later and extract them later, and ignores this function while I am while I'm rendering, right? Closer to the heart, closer to the heart. Right. And I think that should work. And it broke. Because... Whoa! Because we are being dummies here. And this is actually... like that. Boom! We're up and running, and I think this should only load the thing once, yeah. Yeah, so it's fine for us to do the dumb thing there. Okay, that's not very good. And this doesn't work anymore. What else did we break? We want to go into the web runtime and see wherever we have live. So live HTML maybe? No? It's a fixed. Oh my god, so many logs here. All right, I'm gonna oh yeah, I'm super excited as well. Just gonna say I'm gonna do a very quick explanation so we can clip it and we'll post it on Twitter, and that will be that. All right, come close up. Ready? We're just gonna clip it, so it's chat's gonna be there and everything. Behave, chat. Okay. Hi, folks. I'm Leandro. I've been building the Riot stack, and today we got to build something that I'm really excited about that we're calling Sidewinder, and I want to show you how it works. So Sidewinder lets you actually, in a single page, define multiple components that will be backed individually, right, by different Riot processes and have their own state and whatnot. And it's pretty much like LiveView in Phoenix or Lustre components as well in Gleam. And how to use them, it's just crazy easy. When you set up your trail endpoint, right, you can mount your Sidewinder component in a socket somewhere, and you can just call your component.mount, right, and the path that you want to use for the socket anywhere in the page that you're building. To build the actual component, right, we just define a small module, in this case a counter, where you can see we're including the default Sidewinder configuration and defining a tiny state object, right, or type. Set of actions for incrementing and decrementing that counter, and how we're going to handle those actions, where to come in. And then we just define our render view, and the render view will be called every time there's a new state, right? And we're trying to attach here an increment callback handler, right, an event handler, to a button that has the +1 sign, and a decrement one for one that has the -1 sign. And we have a little span here that says how many times you've been clicked. So this is all it takes, right, to actually build a stateful component that is backed by a process in Riot, right, in the stack that we're building here with Sidewinder. You can call it 1, 2, 3 times, as many times as you want, and all the piping is done automatically for you. So in practice, this looks like this. You'll see that we have a couple of socket connections and messages coming in and out. We're going to be working on optimizing this so that we only send diffs around and things are a little nicer. Yeah. Okay, let's see if that gets clipped reasonably well. Oh no, clip that only clips 30 seconds. God damn it. All right, we're gonna do one more shot. We gotta get it down in 30 seconds. Okay. Hey folks, I'm Leandro. I've been building the Riot stack for OCaml, and I want to show you Sidewinder. Sidewinder. Hey folks, I'm Leandro. I'll be building the Riot stack for OCaml 5, and I want to show you Sidewinder. Sidewinder lets you define live components that will live on the backend like this, where you have a module with a state and some actions, right? And a render function that defines how to emit those actions when something happens on the DOM. In this case, clicking a button, right? Mounting a Sidewinder component is crazy easy. You just have to set up a socket endpoint and call Sidewinder mount as a functor with your module. That's all you need to do. Then if you want to actually use it in your application, you can call the counter.mount, in this case, with the path to the right socket. This is how it looks when you run it. Here we have an application that has 4 different counters, and all of them are completely independent from each other. If we look at the views, we'll see that we're sending socket messages, right, in and out. We're trying to optimize this, and we'll be working to make it super friendly and useful. Oh my God. Was that 30 seconds? I think that was more than 30 seconds. Damn, 30 seconds is really short. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. It's gonna take ages. Yo! We got Sidewinder running on the browser. Woo! Multiple components backed by different processes. These are live views for OCaml. Exciting. Okay, let's see if that actually looks... No, the clip is no longer available. Okay, whatever. A boob. Okay, so before we finish here, right, we are gonna move all this code to the right places because we definitely don't want it just laying around like that, right? So all of this time winder stuff, I'm gonna move that into the trail repo. Won't get it far, but I'll try anyway. You can tell me that I have no class. Look around, you'll see who's laughing last. Could there also droll? Leave me alone, let me rock and roll. Okay, so just pushing some of the stuff there. I think I can fix this tomorrow. All right. Well, hey, no, baby. For a little while. Where you go? Hey baby, the hour is late. Oh my god. It is so fucking late. Chat, it is so late. I cannot dimension how late it is anymore, right? What's happening here? What do you mean you can't install it? I'm telling you to, okay. With hey now baby, don't you? So that's gonna break because we don't actually have that package there. But we should figure out how to package it so that we can just push the stuff, right? Yeah, you get what I mean. In the mood, hey baby, the hour is late. I feel I've got to move. Woo! Ooh, nice. Okay. So we have come, chat, a long way since we started today. And now it's time to raid. So we're going to go and raid someone. Shall we? Let's see who is. We got Bad Cop. We definitely are raiding Bad Cop. All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's start at the raid. One, two, three, let's raid.